There are more than two genders. There are no genders. Get a life. I have one, thanks. And it's really cool to see this screenshot of a gender being created. Trans come out, congratulations. I'm not a cis woman, I'm a woman. Wait, so you're a trans woman? If you're not cisgender meaning your gender identity matches the gender you were assigned at birth, trans is the next most popular option, just saying. Trying to logically deduce this here. Woke Jesus is officially my favorite conservative meme format. Oh, love is love. Woke Jesus. This isn't real. This can't be. This has to be satire. I know self-awareness isn't really high in the party that screams about freedom while doing their best to control what you do with your body and what you wear and how you present yourself in public. But I'm sure they have enough self-awareness to realize how quote-unquote woke Jesus would be. Being a furry to combat wokeness, Lamau. What? Mom dresses as a cat to combat woke schools. Congratulations? I'm not sure what you accomplished here. I'm all for just Halloween costumes just being normal attire. Clothing is way too boring. So good job. If you were trying to prove a point, I think it just got lost. But as the Lexicitty, I approve of the outfit. Well done. I couldn't agree more. It would be unfair if a trans guy went to a women's Olympics and uses their genetics to have the upper hand in every sports possible while the women struggle in the back. Yeah, a trans guy would be on testosterone probably, and have increased muscle mass and some other stuff. I'm not the best person to consult on sports because I have never fully grasped the concept of sports, at least from a competitive standpoint. But I understand, what you're going for here. You might want to check your terminology. Trans women will never be men. Oh, thank you. And trans men will never be women. Deal with it. I have. I think the only way I didn't deal with it was to get voice training because it would have screwed up my voice. But yeah, dealing with it just fine. Thanks for asking. People here are so nice. Found this gem in my extremely transphobic family's house. Dad, thank you for teaching me how to be a man, even though I'm your daughter. This is like the meme that if you grew up and you watched Mulan and you came out as a trans man, really did make a man out of you. This is lovely. This is so wonderful. This is a whole bunch of text I'm not going to read, but manhood is something attained, not born to. So only trans men are men. No, I think both cis men and trans men can attain manhood. Either way, manhood is a thing that is attained. Welcome to the concept of gender. This explains the whole gender versus sex thing way better. I'm not cis. I'm normal and you're not. Look, some people have the personality of beige paint, but whatever. Congrats on coming out as trans. Exactly. Think of it as triangles. There's acute triangles and right triangles and obtuse triangles. But they're all triangles. Just I'm not a right triangle, I'm normal. Well, normal isn't a type of triangle. That's just an opinion based on things that you have experienced. Post from my homophobic aunt. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. May God bless each and every one of you. And we have somebody waving a pride flag with the Facebook face that looks like they've had a stroke. Well done on picking a pride flag. What do they think that, that doesn't, that's very clearly a pride flag. You already have a flag. It's the American flag. It's a symbol that it's for all people. I just learned the American flag is the symbol for the LGBTQ plus community. Oh, don't forget that when they fly it on their trucks and poorly maintained boats, the one that sank this summer, happy Pride. I had no idea we had a 4th of Pride. That's pretty cool. Under an Instagram post about making flower bracelets with your significant other. Oh, that sounds cute. Turn to default settings, get a beautiful girl, forgot relationships with other mans, do what God wants us to do. Which God? Your God? Anyways, confused home. Oh, okay, I see. Bro, I'm an assigned female at birth. Lamau. I like girls. I shall 100% get a beautiful girl. Thanks. Did this confused person think that the original poster was a guy? You just told a lesbian to get a beautiful girl, and yeah, I think she'll do just that. Under the post of a trans woman. I did not include bullying, because that's already happened in before coming out. Girly legs. Wow, you are so girly. Yeah. And then after coming out, manly legs. Wow, so manly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I actually didn't get a lot of the second half, but I got a ton of the first half. And then this genius, you'll never be a real man. Thank you. One strategy for all of the trans and non-binary folk out there is if you know you're not engaging with somebody in good faith. Honestly, you shouldn't engage in arguments with anyone unless they're paying you. Is just say thank you to each gender that they this gender. You just confuse them. Just say I am all encompassing. Encompassing. Yeah, that's word now. Happy Pride from the trans-affirming misogynist parrot. I bite women, only handle me if you're a man. Sweet. If that's being queer, then we could do with a bit more queerness in these parts. J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay, I don't know any of the context here, but yes we could. Walmart's patriotic pretzels. Oh my God, I need the trans pretzels. Oh my God, the trans red, white, and blue. Yeah, you didn't add quite enough dye to that red. That blue's looking pretty pale. Yo, happy Pride Month to them. They slay for real. What are you talking about? Frisky and Red are just normal people. Normal dogs, but yes, they're just normal dogs. Correct. Queer people are normal. Yes. Just because something exists in the world doesn't make it abnormal. Like, just because you haven't personally run into it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Accidentally uses correct pronouns when saying how they will not use the correct pronouns. Now I'm confused as to how I'm not understood. I don't hate Connor, Shaw because they're non-binary. I don't use the pronouns because I don't respect Connor because of the content. It's not that I dislike trans people, it's that I dislike Connor in particular due to the content they made. I don't mean to come across as transphobic, I just hate Connor, Shaw, and refuse to respect them. If it was anybody else, I would respect them, but in this case, I don't. Okay, I'm guessing there's a lot more context to this because this was hard to follow, but they used they. Good job. And pronoun usage has become like this hill that people think that they get to like claim and die on or something. Like, if you don't use somebody's preferred pronouns, you just won't get a hold of them. Like, if somebody uses the wrong pronouns with me and I've already like corrected them, like I usually give everybody at least one pass, especially on the phone. But if they keep using the wrong pronouns, I just don't respond because like they're clearly not talking to me. Like, if somebody at your work is called David and you keep calling them Danielle, they're not gonna respond because that's not their name. Same with their pronouns. And if you keep doing it, your boss is probably gonna get angry or be worried that you're just too stupid to figure out how pronouns work. Either way, you don't get to pick other people's pronouns. You can pick your own pronouns. You can pick your own name. You don't get to do that for other people because they aren't you. Ta-da! I have to even explain it. We all remember our classmates in the 80s and 90s who died because they couldn't access gender care or be validated by everyone. Yeah, me either. Oh, that's awkward. I absolutely love that you wanted to be transphobic, but writing either instead of neither means you actually do remember them. Transphobes don't even know basic grammar. I'm gonna even skip over the grammar part and just be like, I knew people that in retrospect were probably struggling. In this particular instance, they were probably gay. And I grew up in the south of the US, a region that screams about freedom but has no idea what it is and has no idea how to protect it. And anything out of this arbitrary, like narrowly defined scope of existence is just considered bad and just gets you kicked out of your house. So yeah, if you don't remember them, they probably got pulled out of school by their parents, and it either went to boarding school or it went to some very bad camps, or they didn't make it. And none of these are good outcomes. The world is bad enough as it is. There is absolutely zero benefit in making it harder for anyone else. And if you like to make people suffer, you're the problem. And I hope the world treats you in kind for your attitude. I read this as a trans rights post at first. Becoming the woman God designed you to be will cost you friends, relationships, plans, and material things. Become her anyway. Aww, I tell you, I read that as a trans rights post too. It cost me friends, fortunately not relationships, definitely plans, and most of my material possessions. Yeah, sounds about right.
James Bond has always been a man, and we want to be true to that legacy.
James Bond, to stay male, will be played by Elliot Page. I'm so confused. This is the Babylon Bee. It's supposed to be satire. They're getting a dude to play James Bond. What am I missing here? Is it that he's trans? Like, that's not even a joke at this point. Like, the Babylon Bee. This would have been a joke if you had chosen a cis woman to make fun of, who looked very manly. That's where the funny would have been, because then it wouldn't have been a guy, but you've just picked a guy to play. I'm concerned. Very concerned. People can't be this dumb, right? Like, they can't intentionally be this dumb. The mother is a non-binary trans femme to me, and there's nothing Shea can do about it, lol. And you're a man to every normal person, and there's nothing you can do about it, lol. Do I look like a man to you? Yes. My friends on Snapchat all disagree with you, and they say I have a feminine nose. For those of you unaware, that is J.K. Rowling, a strangely arrogant person who thinks that they have some sort of say over how trans people live and exist in the world. But yeah, she has, long story. Every society has its crazy aunt. On a video of a trans woman. This person isn't trans, it's just a girl pretending to be trans. Invalidating affirmation. Invalifirmation. What did I just invent? Oh my gosh, she's so pretty! The way a not C tried to misgender me, but didn't realize I was male to female. I love it when that happens. Looks good to me. The pride flag in 5 years. I'm not opposed. I think it should eventually go like that. What is it? r/place. Where it's just like a whole bunch of pixels. That sounds awesome. Like, my homophobic mother posted this on Facebook. She did get that one thing right. The rainbow isn't a symbol of humanity's confusion. Oh my God, why is there an image on under white text? Ugh, with like a barrel blur. Okay, all right. The rainbow is a sign of God's mercy, not a symbol of humanity's confusion. I fully respect the Christian mythology, but one symbol can mean many, many things. Carve a triangle into an old stone tablet and ask 5 different cultures what it means, and you'll get 5 different answers. A symbol is a simplistic design that conveys meaning to different people. And it can convey multiple meanings to the same person. This random guy on Snap that was being really creepy, but I just thought this was funny. I'm assigned female at birth and non-binary. I just want to know, tell me your age. Nope, me, then frack off. You should have already, bro. Frack you're not even a girl. Bloke dressing as a girl. Get some help, fracker. Ow. That's why I just don't answer DMs ever. It's not worth it. Correct! Trans men are men and trans women are women. You'd think eventually the osmosis would at least set in. I get it. Trans rights are human rights. But, okay, I'm just gonna stop you there. We could have ended it with a period. Like, you didn't need to. But a man is not a woman, correct? And a woman is not a man, correct? I feel so sorry for like these people's school teachers. I feel like they had to explain like anything more basic than arithmetic to them several times. Like, how did these people get through Algebra 1? Like, how do these people do geometry? All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Like, you had to parse that through for a test at some point in your life. How did you get here, and how did your teacher not throw something at you? This could be a really heartfelt strip about those who sacrificed their lives for LGBTQ+ rights and the lives lost to bigotry. Happy Pride Month. Aw, is that not what this is about? I don't know what else they be talking about. Like, the only thing I can think of is like service members or something like that, but this doesn't look like Arlington National Cemetery or anything. It's a square, perfectly square tombs. I don't know what you're going for here, dude, if it's not. This just comes off as sad and poignant. I'm sorry. Who would you like to see come out of the closet during Pride Month? I'll go first. Is that supposed to be Michelle Obama, I'm guessing? I don't know. I have really bad face blindness. I don't know. During the Pride Month, I'd like to see Jesus coming. Freezing. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. J.K. Rowling. I mean, I might be straight, trans girl. Doesn't that make you straight? Nope. That's literally why trans lesbians are valid. Then who is straight? In that particular relationship, no one. Trans women is women, therefore it's a lesbian relationship. You are straight, okay? I guess, maybe I'm bi, but as you said, I might be straight. Again, this shows that weird arrogance. I only see it in this kind of space. It's like, no, you are this because I say so. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, who the hell are you? Like, decide your own BS for yourself. Like, don't go around trying to decide it for other people. Like, nobody appointed you of anything. This video put into words so much I've wanted to say, but couldn't find the words for. It's genuinely beautiful, so thank you. Girl, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Clown, thank you? You do realize I'm trans femme, right? Literally says girl on my bio. Good job, dumb. Oh, I missed the last word, but I can't say it anyway. Donkey. Just got followed by this fella after posting my 2-year on testosterone results. Thanks for the reminder to love my true self. You will never be a real woman. You just followed a trans man. You have just made their entire week. Well done.
What are your adjectives?
Do you mean my pronouns?
No, I already know your pronouns. What are your adjectives?
I don't know. What are yours?
Noisy and chaotic.
I've never had something go from making no sense to complete sense so fast. This is amazing. I want adjectives. They'd be chaotic, sparkly, and unknowable. Congrats! You just discovered the difference between gender and sex. Did somebody finally rub the two brain cells enough? Your gender came for free with your gemmables, vegetables.
So what? Gender is wearing skirts?
I mean, wearing a particular article of clothing doesn't change you from male to female or female to male.
I can't
do this anymore. I mean, reading through some of these, I understand why scam emails work now. On a post about a trans man's friends showing support. I know, right? It's so gnarly and radical how people can live their lives and be happy. So glad you agree. Real friends would help him come to terms with his gender and not support his delusions. Real friends don't tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. I wish him the best. Nobody tell. This is priceless. Dude, you're a guy. It's okay. I also love the delusions thing. It's just like, hi, here's like all of the doctors and stuff and like all of the years of stuff you have to go through to like get all of your trans stuff in order and like change your name and do all that stuff. And then random person on Twitter, like, delusion, it's a delusion. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. And I give the bank of medical professionals. And you, who seems proud to own a Ford Explorer. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the actual experts on this. Thanks. I am not cis. I am a woman. You're not cis? Such a brave way to come out. I'm proud of you for finding your identity. I don't identify as a woman. I am a woman by virtue of being a female adult. That was such a, that's a very nice guy way of putting it. You just told me you're not cis. I just told you I am a woman. There is no cis and no need for cis. Oh, okay. Look, if you want to be cis, I fully support that. I don't think we need to get extreme and say there is no need for cis people. Wow, that seems a little extreme there. Under a trans man's video about getting his anxiety meds. Medication is exactly what you need. Good day, sir. Good day to you too? Did you think you did something? I love trans men. They're the nuclear missiles of the LGBTQ community because all these silly people that try to control other people's lives are just like, yes, and the trans men just exist and they just get so confused and they hurt themselves in their confusion and it's so funny. Nice if we didn't have to deal with any of this at all, but you know, every paint store has to carry beige. This guy wants to have snags with gay people. Gay people. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty direct. Accidental ally moment. Oh, is this person a jerk? I vaguely recognize the name, but like, I have an incredibly aggressive block policy on most social media platforms. Like if somebody says something vaguely annoying, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not being paid to put up with that. Screw your pronouns. God doesn't make mistakes. I mean, you. Thanks for reminding me that he didn't make a mistake when he made me non-binary. It's so kind of you. Yeah, as somebody who's trans and has a pretty significant disability, I always took issue with the whole God doesn't make mistakes thing because, like, if we carry that to its logical conclusion, it's just like there's an omniscient deity in the sky that was like, and that 5-year-old right there is going to slowly lose their sight for the rest of their life and then start to lose sensory and motor nerves in their late 20s because I said so. And it's like, that is not a good look. Like, nope, that wasn't a mistake. That was for you. That was on purpose. Oh, thanks. Yikes. My significant other's mom bought me this because she thought it looked pretty. She doesn't know I'm bi, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't know about Pride Month. She's so wholesome. Carrie Love. Aww. I like this version of Accidental Ally where people are just kind of clueless. And they're just like, oh, here's the thing, I thought it was cute. And it ended up being Pride March, and the person's, in the LGBTQ community, and that's just cute, and I like it. I need more of this. Less of the nosy weirdos. When a son comes out as trans, liberal parent, conservative parent, I no longer have a son. Well, you're both right. You have a daughter now. Hopefully you'll take this as a mature realization that your children are not your property and they are humans that you brought into this world that they did not ask to be here. And they are just trying to be themselves and they trusted you enough to tell you about it. But I'm guessing that this isn't gonna happen for one of you. But I've been wrong before. Prove me wrong, conservative parents. Treat your children like humans. Challenge. Impossible. There is no argument to be made for trans men, who are just men, correct? And women to compete in the same sport. It's not the same as your situation, and even if it was, you'd still be just wrong. Trans men compete with the men, or they don't compete. Discussion over. Get over it. Okay. You hit the nail on the head. I don't think anybody's arguing with you. There is no need for an argument because we're done here. Yeah, this is correct. I want to know why there aren't more golden retrievers involved in baseball and why both football teams don't just run the ball back and forth like together as one big unit if they just want it to be in the end zone. But again, I'm not the person to talk to about sports because it all just looks a little bit silly to me. Didn't expect Stone Toss to be the one supporting LGBTQ rights. Free speech, yes. Hate speech, correct. Did you have a point? Because the one you made is a good one. Yeah, that seems right. One is a country, and the other one is a group of people that already faces significant harassment. Are you unclear on the difference between a country and a people? Do we need to teach you a difference between the country and the people? Maybe over a little snack? Would probably find some goldfish with more intelligence than you. Tatsuya Ishida is up to it again with accidentally posting very supportive stuff as someone who actually hates us. I have no idea who these people are, but I also immediately block all this crap. No child mutilations. No experimental jabs. Come debate me. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. This is the correct response. Like, you see people screaming this stuff, you just walk a little faster and don't make eye contact. If people screamed the transphobic and ridiculous crap they scream on Twitter in an actual public square, you would walk faster and you would avoid eye contact. You wouldn't go anywhere near them. You'd be like, oh man, I'm on the wrong side of town. Like, I need to get home. And on Twitter, people engage, and I've been guilty of it in the past, but I'm done with that now. People engage them like these people are meant to be taken seriously. They're not. They're whiny, entitled brats. Women are not men. Okay. Trans women are not men. Correct. Trans men are not women. Correct. r/AccidentalAlly. Does this mean? Yep, it does. At least this person gets it. They still think they're being mean, but at least they understand it on a fundamental level, I hope. Bigot discussing Elliot Page's body dysmorphia accidentally makes good point about assigned gender at birth. Why do trans activists insist upon using the laughable language of assigned? Who exactly assigned them that body, sweetie? If the doctor had flipped a coin and assigned this person to be male, would Elliot Page be a happy, healthy, 6-foot-tall man today? See, this does happen sometimes, and sometimes the doctor screws up, and yeah, this is good. Anyways. Task failed successfully. Leafy just mad because he hears trans men with deeper and more masculine voices than him. Yes, because they're male. Yes, trans men are male, yes. You're correct. Task failed successfully. Kind of amazing that an anti-LGBTQ plus person is advocating for the LGBTQ plus community in Uganda. Yeah, I'm not going to read out the whole thing here, but Uganda's signed some extremely anti-gay laws. It's very sad. You can read up on your own. I'm not going to bring it in here, but anyways, this Ugandan law is horrific and wrong. It is. Any law criminalizing homosexuality or imposing the death penalty for aggravated homosexuality is grotesque and an abomination. All civilized nations should join together in condemning this human rights abuse. This is from Ted Cruz. This is from Ted Cruz? This can't be real. I don't even know what platform this is on anymore. That seems un-Ted Cruz, but okay. So confused.
Everyone is trans on Twitter now. Let's go.
Repeated targeted harassment against any account will cause the harassing accounts to receive, at minimum, temporary suspensions. The words cis or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. You're all trans now. Thank you, Lonely Space Boy, for adding so many people to the trans community. Cis is literally just a prefix that means the same. For example, the same gender you were assigned at birth. Ta-da! Trans is a prefix, which means different to. Think transport. When you transport something, it's in a different location to where it was initially. You will never be a woman. Okay, that had nothing to do with anything, but thank you. Did you have a point, or are you just like saying random, completely unrelated things? I've never understood this like in context. I'd just be like, you'll never be this. Just like, you don't get to decide that, but are your little fits done? Trans male boxer Patricio Manuel is now 3-0 in fights against non-transgender men.
Rockin'.
That's a dude.
Yes. Rockin'.
Not the bi gradient background. Oh yeah, that's bi right there. Hi, don't fracking do whatever this is. God opposed the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Don't let pride become your weakness, my friends. Okay, it's proud that we survived all the BS that other people put the LGBTQ community through, not... Oh, and I made this line art for Pride Month. Oh, wow. Oh, what? They recolored, like, they retraced... I can speak, I swear. They retraced somebody else's line art and like squished an American flag into it, but then put the bi flag in the background. Bi flag's bigger now. Yes, we're all trans then. Never use or acknowledge the word cisgender. It is an ideological linguistic weapon. Language shapes our cognition and perception of reality. By adopting their language, you are reconstructing reality in their image. Cisgenderism does not exist. No one is cisgender. You are all trans now. You don't have to like the fact that the term exists, but it exists. I don't like the word porcupine. Porcupines are cute, but the word porcupine is just hard to say. But the word exists. I can't do anything about that. I don't have the audacity to think that it's reconstructing reality, or that me not saying it is going to somehow make it go away. In the comments of a male to female woman's video. Bro, you a girl, goddamn! I like to imagine that they like scroll back up and look at the video. I was like, damn, that's a fine looking woman. They didn't even care to check who they were tweeting at. The transgender is like 6 feet tall and completely towers over the normal woman. What the frack has MMA become at Alana Farrell? Okay. You know I'm the short one, right? Okay, I'm piecing this together, but I'm guessing Alana is the trans one, and she's the short one. Also what's with the super racist caricature you tweeted at me earlier? Oh dear. Oh, there's a history here. Many people try to excuse their sin by saying, I was born this way. Well, they only need to excuse their sin if they're part of your religion, but, which is why Jesus said, you must be born again. Well done. Good job, everyone. Well done. I'm a trans woman. I made a TikTok mocking libs of TikTok, accidentally gendering me correctly. This was a comment on that video. What is this woman even talking about? Thank you for supporting trans rights. I'm a trans woman. I was born a boy. Thanks for being so progressive. Sorry, man, couldn't tell. I fixed that. It's too late. I'll fix that, as if you have anything to do with her gender. People sure think a lot of themselves sometimes. You think Matt Walsh is worth listening to? The frack would anyone care what you're interested in? I was polite to you, and you respond like this. That's why we don't listen to you. Anytime I interact with you all, you're vile people. Nearly 2 million people listen to Matt Walsh. Ugh. By the way, you don't like him, as he tears your BS apart. Bunch of aggressive, entitled men. You are correct. Despite having XX chromosomes, I am much closer to a man. Thank you for affirming my gender. Aww. Also, 2 million people listen to Matt Walsh, and his name is stapled up. We have more subs than that on EmKay. More people listen to memes Read by us three goofballs, then that bucket of expired mayonnaise. Why on earth does anybody talk about him? He should be talking about memes. Yeah, you're okay there. Those are the legs of a male. True. Okay, hang on. You're what? Non-binary? Oh, you will never be a woman. Yeah. It sounds like you just talked to a guy. IRL catboy. You know, I'm not the smartest person on earth, but if somebody describes themselves with the word boy, anyways, I'm a trans male, and someone commented this on my YouTube. You're a confused boy, and you will forever be that way. Black curtains, darkness, 5 Nights at Freddy's furry. Thanks, I guess. I am, in fact, male. Don't know about the rest of the stuff. Maybe they were just like Google searching in a different tab and didn't realize that they were in the wrong window. Some of us will not bow down. Okay, don't. We're not asking you to worship us or anything. We're just letting you know that we're here and we're celebrating the fact that we're still here despite some people's best efforts. Ever. Okay. Good to know you guys stand with pride. Yeah. We're not asking for like anything. We're asking legislators to be not dicks, but you know, for the general population, it's just like, hey, these are gay people, these are trans people, these are non-binary people. It's the end. Like these people exist. If you would like to talk to them, use these pronouns. I swear, some people just think they have the right to convenience or something. What's an unpopular opinion that'll get you in this position when Stacy is a girl? I don't think anyone's disputing that. I think there's some trans stuff that might be getting telegraphed there. But she'd still be a girl because trans women are women. Did you even think before you posted this? I swear, Windows Update checks their work better than you do.